Welcome to this ChessGuin opening lesson. In this video, we are going to look at two practical Ruy Lopez sidelines after a6 and bishop a4, the early knight e7 setup and the fianchetto setup with g6. g6 is not a bad sideline. Super grandmasters also use it regularly in blitz games. Now that the a6 bishop to a4 move pair has happened, there's an opportunity for b5 to eliminate the attack or pin on c6. Here I also suggest a simpler sideline from the main line with d4, which, by the way, has the best winning rate for white. We attack the e5, and d5 can be also a threat, so black should take the d4. Black can play b5 first. Now he takes the pawn. The usual plan is trying to capture white's bishop. We are not able to save the bishop, so we start to play against the b5. The two possible answers are b4, or taking the bishop immediately. We take back with the knight. Now b4 would be met by queen d5, then the a8 is hanging, and queen is threading with e5 check. We have this nice queen d4 intermezzo. Black still can't take on b3. Bishop g7 would have been a blunder due to e5. We take the pawn back, and white is better. After b4, we can save the bishop. We have the clever bishop d5 to force the c6 move, then we go back. c3 is an important move. Black can't really take the pawn because our knight will come into the game, so he protects the b4 with c5 or rook b8. This is the worst option. We attack back with the knight, and there is a nice tactic if the rook takes on e4. Bishop takes the f7, and will win the rook with queen f3 if the king takes back. After c5, we retreat the knight to b3. If black takes the b3, we take back with the queen, and we attack both the b4 and the f7. So black prefers knight b7, then exchange on b4. Bishop e3 comes, and the plan is bishop d4 even after taking on b2. Let's get back to our main move. Fifth e-pawn takes d4. Our plan is to take on c6. Black can defend the c6 with knight or just play bishop g7. First we pin the knight. Now we take the c6. We'll continue with queen to d2 and long castle. We take the c6 here too. According to the engine, it's a better decision to capture with the d-pawn and enter the worse endgame, but capturing with the b-pawn is more common. White has the initiative and better pawn structure. This move might bring more excitement, but it's objectively a worse choice. We can play bishop g5 and have the same position as in the knight e7 before bishop g7 line, but black will play h6, then the bishop come back to e3, so we can play bishop e3 right now. White has better attacking chances with long castle, bishop h6, and h4. I think this fifth d4 variation is a good solution against fourth g6. Now let's switch to the other topic of the video. The knight e7 is also a relatively popular sideline and has a pretty good winning rate for black, so it should be taken seriously. Black can have two plans, the well-known setup with g6, or knight to g6. The latter is what has started to become popular recently. My suggestion is c3. First, let's look at the more critical knight g6. The a6 bishop a4 move pair also favor black here because of the extra b5 opportunity. The knight protects the e5 and can also go to f4, but black's main plan is to play d5. Fortunately, we'll have a solution for this with another gambit-like variation. White's main move is d4, which has to be taken, otherwise d5 will come. But if we take back now, black will play d5 after a bishop b4. We don't want to let that happen. h4 is an aggressive sideline. We give a pawn, but black can't play d5 anymore. The main continuation is not taking the c3, but d3. After d-pawn takes c3, we'll push the h-pawn. If black stops the h-pawn with h5, our knight jump to d5. h6 and we have active play. This way, black avoids the white knight's quick activation and will have time for h5. I really like this position with white, but there are mutual chances. g6 will be also a bit different with a6 bishop a4. If black doesn't take on d4, we'll play d5. Black can allow d5 or play d5 himself. In this position, they can still choose, but the main move is b5, and even after that, this decision stands. We don't want to advance the e5, because we would give up the square on f5 to the knight. Better to go for the isolated pawn structure with active play. White had nice piece play in Oleksiyenko-Mazur-Stefan game in 2017. As I mentioned, we'll play d5 if black allows it. b5 bishop c2 would transpose to the main line. We attack the knight and want to play bishop c3 to exchange black's strong bishop. The question, can't black take the b2 now? The answer is no. We'll catch the bishop, and there will be great compensation around the opponent's king with the weak dark squares. Again, d5 or bishop g7. We'll rather take the d5 again. Now the knight is targeting the e4 square. And white has clear advantage with active pieces. After bishop g7, d5 comes. The same motif works again. We want to play bishop c3, and if b2 gets taken, we confidently sacrifice. You can find the full PGN material on chessguin.com. The link is in the description.